up, everyone? Welcome to another hot episode of POPradio with myself, Ms. Cosmo, and my
sidekick, Scoop Macahoo.
with the shades on, the Stunna's what up?
You know what? I'm following the theme of being a young Stunna, so I'm standing out. You understand? I'm standing out on them on the intro. But don't worry, I'll take it off during the interview.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we are going to be having the one and only young Stunna in studio with us today, chatting about his career, who he is, what you need to know, why we're excited, why you're excited. Hopefully, we're going to answer a lot of your questions. But yeah, man, please stick around. I think it's going to be really awesome. He just seems like one of those people you just want to be friends with.
Showcase, I have when you listen to someone's music and you see them on stage and then you hope that energy translates into real life, and sometimes it doesn't.
Exactly.
Especially for new artists, because so much is happening in their lives and it already gets them jaded and feeling a certain type of way that the energies they bring to interviews are not the ones that when they're performing. So I just hope he brings that. And there's so much I want to know about this kid by virtue of his lyrics, his just energy, as you said. So I'm really interested for this conversation.
Yeah, man, it's going to be really keen. It's going to be really key for us to have this interview, especially with how Piano's kind of taking it to the top. But before we get into the Stunna of the season, we also just got to check out what's happening on our radar and other people that we need to kind of be on the lookout for. Scoopy, what's on your radar?
The new variant of COVID. Apparently 10 times stronger than the OG. And apparently, the vaccine you took won't help you out in this one. I mean,
Scoop, actually.
I'm not sure, you know. So, but that's on my radar because and travel. We spoke about this offline. So I really want to travel. So I just want to find out what to do.
Hey, I don't know. I guess all we can do is hope and pray for the best, because what else can we do besides leave it right here? You know what I mean?
I got you.
But what's on my radar is obviously music. It's always music.
Yeah.
I'm loving the work rate that the DJs are putting out with the music.
Sure.
And
is it specific genre DJs or just DJs?
It's always hip hop for me.
Okay.
Number one. Amapiano, they've got their people who are pushing for them. Me, nang push hip hop. That's where I'm at. The hip hop DJs, I'm appreciating the work rate that they're kind of pushing at, because sometimes we can always say, artists don't want to record. Artists are being too cool. They don't give me the time. But the fact that the music is coming out means something. You know what I mean? And what I'm also seeing a lot about the features is it's not maybe say your top 10 or your top 5. It's young guys who they are featuring because they're also just trying to get other people to get the put on. Some artists that we might not even know, that you're like, oh, okay, he was featured on that person's song. A couple of songs that I've been enjoying. One coming through from DJ Temba Lunacy. He's got a track featuring Tumitladi, Muesli, Alpha Cat, Must Be Dubs. It's called Fact. It's a weird, like, groovy song, but it's got like a piano string, but it's also got like a very hip hop element going on. I like how it's just different. So shout out to Temba Lunacy for that. DJ Kamo World, he's featuring Masedi and Just Sam. I don't even know who these guys are, but that song rocks. Sure. It's called Stadiana. Yeah, and he's also he likes putting on his people from the Val. So dig that about Kamo. Keep doing that, my brother. The mixtape king, DJ Switch, has another one.
You said we needed that.
I told you.
Yeah, we do.
And this time he's got a mixtape out with just P.O.
Sure.
And it's called Like Water. And him and P.O. are going bar for bar throughout this whole project. And it's because Switch... Well, no, he's not rapping, but
okay.
Maybe
bar for beat.
Bar for beats, there you go. Yeah. But it was dope to kind of see, that kind of project kind of coming through. If there's one person who's got time for rappers, it's Switch. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you want to get the put on,
go to Switch.
Holla at him. But before we say too much, let's get to the man of the moment, Young Stunna.
Young Steezas.
What up, though? And we have our amazing guest in the studio, in the chair already. Looks like he's about to jump up and just perform for us already. But we're here to chat, my brother. It's okay. I've got my man Scoopy over here. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Young Stunna is in the building.
Showcase and Fate. Thank you so much for coming through, man. It's a pleasure to be talking to you.
Thank you, Scoopy.
I think a lot of us are excited to actually be chatting to you, and I think obviously our viewers are also excited just to hear a little bit more about you, because you haven't done that many interviews as yet, have you?
Yeah, there's a lot. I've actually done a lot.
Really?
Hey, being the media day, but for 2 days, interviews back to back.
I'm sure when the album dropped, everybody wanted a piece.
Everybody. So was it so neat doing my media day?
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
It was busy.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, so can you just give us just a little bit of an understanding as to who you are? Because I think for most people, you're one of those artists who obviously came up now, but we don't necessarily know your background. We don't know where you're from. We just see this name, Young Stunna. You've got a hot album out. Everybody's singing along. But who are you? What's your real name? Because the Young Stunna's not on your ID.
Well, Usandile Fortune Msimango.
Yebo.
Una 22, just turned 22, 17 November.
Uh-huh.
Ngwe Davidson, born and raised there. Kulezo gogo wami no mamami. And on my father's side, my gogo too, because my father was always at work. So Sandile was always a creative. Ngithanda style, ngithanda fashion. I love music. I was in choir. I started writing lyrics at the age of 14 with my bros back in the days. They're still in the hood, still pushing with them. Sisatunga, we have a clothing brand coming up actually. We're doing a lot of things. Siyashuta. So Sandile was a hip hop rule.
Yeah.
Like straight
You
hip
see,
hop.
I said, just before we started, I said, rappers. He's like, oh, no, he's not a rapper. I said, he's definitely a rapper. Because you can see the rapper persona. You don't have a name like Young Stunna and say, not at any point did you touch hip-hop. You might have left it behind, but at some point you touched it.
I touched it. It was my home, actually. It's still my home. I love hip-hop. I grew up around the home of hip-hop.
Yeah.
Looking up to your boys and bucks.
Yes.
Madam Scoop, you got them. When it comes to the bashas and
Yes.
everything, so I've been doing a lot of that. It's always been me. It's been me and creating. I can act, I can do anything.
Wow.
Anything that has to do with art. Actually, I can draw, I can
Oh, that's crazy.
do a lot of things actually. So art is
So
interesting.
Casper's words do ring true when he said, Lamajda, the rappers, they just were free enough to try another genre.
Yeah. I wasn't free. It was scary.
What?
They too sad because it's a different tempo.
Yeah.
Last week I would say, hey boy, don't lose the culture, you know.
Yes.
Once you start
but
doing
hip-hop, they want to
Amapiano,
keep you inside.
boy, we'll kill you.
When did you start the transition Gengogo, from
Manje,
hip hop to the
manje in
pen that you
February.
have now? Hoibo! February!
Imagine
March.
February. I was doing hip hop last year. I released my first EP last year.
Really?
Yes, I gave it to Ricky. He knows me. The first question he asked me was like, boy, what happened to hip hop?
What happened to hip hop is what happened to Ricky. I'm joking, but I love you, my brother. But can you give us a bar, like something from your past from last year? Obviously, it's not that far back.
Eish. I can give you some that you can put me in chains, make me your slave, but you ain't gonna take this from me. Throw some dirt on my name if I'm a fool to blame, so you ain't gonna. Hey, it was hard.
So what prompted you to what prompted you to like change the genres? Was it because hip hop is not doing so well right now, and you're talented enough to test the other side?
I mean, I'm bang tetis car, Boy, you got good marks. You can get into any university. You just apply. But I don't want to do that. I just want to do my music. I just want to. Okay, it has to generate some money. You have study. What are people doing? What's generating money? What imali ngena up manje? Amapiano. Found out ukuthi abashita wasenkambini ambasha amapiano. And I started. I talked to them. Boysons, let's collaborate. I want to get up my comfort zone. You understand? I'm busy going to gigs. I'm not getting paid for them. You understand? Spending my own money to go to gigs because I used to sell. You understand? I used to sell with the boysons back then. On the corners, buy some sweets and everything. You understand? So it was my mom and arguments at home. Pushed me to go to Amapiano. You understand? Just get out your comfort zone. It's the same thing. Same thing you hear, go hip hop, just do it, go Amapiano and see what happens. First track, Jaivane, Give me a call tomorrow. Boys, where do you stay? Davidson. Pull up. You understand? Okay, you record on a one now. What's it about now?
Himo Chaivane? Who's Chaivane?
DJ Chaivane, Simnandi Records.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I met him in March. Recorded our first tracks. I pushed until March when he heard it. Was it, guys? I was on Tata with JNS projects, Chezino and Shakes. We signed into Simnandi Records. And then that's where I met Abonkule and Scroof. That's where I met Kabza the Small. You understand? Kabza said, hey, boys, I know you somewhere, but you belong here. You understand?
I feel like that's what they do to everyone. Because I also heard a story that Taliwanga was also like a trap soul artist. And then obviously met Pori. And Pori said, ay,
you belong here.
Come, let's do this piano thing, my brother. Leave this thing.
Imagine that camp. Do you guys actually see each other? Ni recording the way one?
Yeah, me and Tali. Masenzi, Bayege. Poison.
Yeah.
This is the hip hop wave. This is actually intensive hip hop say Amapiano.
Sure.
Yeah.
The melodies, other people reference to R&B songs. Like, let me listen to this R&B songs and I can tala this chord on this piano beat. It's just a different tempo.
Do you play instruments? So speaking about
I don't play,
okay.
but I understand.
Because
it's been so many days in the studio.
So now, from was it a smooth transition from what's the previous record label?
Simnandi Records.
Simnandi to are you with them still, or are you with?
I'm with Kabza.
Kabza,
I'm
straight
at
up.
Piano Hub, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's madness, though. But I think there's been a lot of like hearsay about who this young Stunna is. You're coming in, you are shaking things up. You've got a hit song, a song that was already trending before it was even released. Is it like a thing there at Piano Hub that you guys must leak your songs before you release the actual edit? Because it seems to happen quite often.
I mean, ngifunde manje lento yama exclusive when I got to Simnandi Records, ne?
Yeah.
Ngifundile ukuthi kuma piano khona exclusive kuqala.
Yeah.
You first pump it in the club and see how they gonna react. So if the reaction's fine, tomorrow you tell a live video.
Nice.
Yeah.
You tell a live video. Hey, what's that now? What's coming? You understand? Abantu sebe recordile, screen record. A lot of people have it. Say phumile kufakaza.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not the actual audio, but abantu they fuck with it.
Yeah.
You can definitely swear just to.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
You can.
It's YouTube. It's YouTube. Don't worry.
So ungathoki manje, and then you're like, hey, was censored shit later. No, ngiyakhulula boy. Ngiyakhulula. And then I haven't listened to the album. I won't lie.
Sure.
Mna dikubona kokuqala. I mean, I was hearing the name.
Yeah.
But then I was telling Kazi and in a previous episode, Yaga POPradio, when we were talking about you actually. And dikubona kokuqala until the good morning session.
Yes, sir.
Ufika no fax, and then I was like, yo, okay, that's cool. And then you greeted me with such humility, you know.
Yes,
handshake was real firm, you know. I was like, yo, who is this dude, you know? Second, dikubona stage in mfana, and like I'm a fan, bro, of people that pour their hearts out in any creative sphere. And I really want to say I'm impressed with you, dog. I'm really impressed with you. Lyrical ability yako, stage presence yako, performance energy yako, and your engagement with the crowd. Ezizinto mfana uzifunde phi?
Like it's bangifake a stage in 14.
Yay.
You understand? Like you can do this, boy.
Yeah.
Except to Mama Tashik, you know. Those cash time days, you know.
Showcase.
Bangfake station in 14 in Benoni. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was in Benoni in St. Crescent Street. That was my first performance. There was PDA. I looked up to him a lot. Like if you're young, yasuga lapo. Like he boy, give this your all. I can't give you alcohol. Can't give you anything. Just prove it to me. And the owner too, so we can call you next time. It started there. The owner started calling. Hey boys, in. You have was those small two clippers because business to the studio session business 50 rand, so actually pay for a whole EP.
Hectic.
Perform songs for the whole month. You understand? Business understand because you had to get paid at that moment. It was it's a blessing. You understand? So from 2014 until March.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you spoke about fear, because really, even I am scared of a crowd when I have to MC or whatever. Even, you know, just standing in front of people, no matter how many times you've done it, there's a little bit of a shookum on you.
Yeah.
When that dog, yo, my nigga, you look the rival straight in their face, my nigga. Like, what you saw? And that's another thing that impressed was like, you have no fear on that stage. You command it so well. But man,
The first thing, what they told me is just imagine yourself with spilling yarn. You know, you're looking at yourself and you rehearsing what you're gonna say. Just picture isn't like as if like akumuntu, but I always picture it like that.
No doubt.
You know, having kind of rotated it over and over, I think I've definitely listened to your album more than I've needed to, but I still go back to it because I think it's just one of those albums that came out this year that, number one, was widely anticipated, but also was really, really, really well put together. And it's testament to your team, it's testament to your talent, it's testament to what you guys are trying to create with this new wave. And nobody can deny it. I mean, everybody, even the hardest of hip-hop heads was listening to your album, you know? One thing I picked up the most that came through on your album was that you're also very spiritually inclined, because almost every second song has got like, you're speaking about Amadlozi, you're speaking about your ancestors, you are Kamakusha, you are doing the things. And that obviously kind of is testament to how you grew up and your family and how they've entrenched that in you for you to feel it important to speak about it in your music. Because being cool right now, you need to speak about girls and popping bottles in the club. And I know it's a very hip-hop thing to do, but I mean, piano people do it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So why was it so important for you to bring those themes into your music? Was it something that you kind of grew up doing for you to feel like you needed to?
Maxhosa. Maxhosa. My mother's Xhosa.
They don't play.
She's in Pepo. She's in Pepo. She's.
Why? You walk out of home smelling like a tree because of being in Pepo 24/7.
In Pepo, she's. And uzbiza zonke ziphelele. I'll she lose.
So your mom's Xhosa.
My father's Swati. She's in Pepo.
Yeah.
So ekhaya isonto. Ekhaya bebamba isonto endlini. You understand? So uNkulunkulu, like I've seen him Dala is magic for us like a lot of times. Come from a poor background, but bambile, you understand? And wonke umuntu osendlini came back contributing some at the end of the month. So it's always been amadlozi imisebenzi, thanking them, you understand? Nini itiya nini siya. Hey, saphela, hey. So it's been a lot. I've been learning. Though bengihlala nobaba most of the time, yabona. So visiting my mom, it's always been that. Boys, next week you have to be there. So I've always been umuntu amadlozi.
I love that you mentioned that, because even though I haven't listened to the album, the performances, you know, let me know that. And it's one thing that Namendi Tandileyo ngaye is like putting it into lyrics on such tracks with such a vibe lets people of your age and your peers know, we can speak about other things and it doesn't have to be serious. It can still be vibey. So shout outs to you for that.
Yeah. No. I was just kind of elaborating on that because I think for me, again, like you're saying, I think it's important for us to have different types of things to talk about. It can't always be the same message throughout, where you're always just jumping in a car, singing, yes, you're rocker, 1, 2, 3. But the fact that you brought that in also was testament, like I said, to the way that you grew up. But it was a deliberate choice for you to put it into your music. Why was it a deliberate choice? Because growing up when umsebenzi is something that you do as usandile. But as young Stunna, it's not a necessity. Why was it so incessant for you to do that?
Even when I hear the music, the chords, it leads me there.
Sure.
Like I feel like thanking my ancestors that I'm listening to such beautiful chords.
Yeah.
You understand me? And this song is gonna be amazing. That's how I knew Adiwele is gonna pop. You understand?
Word.
I thanked Msholozi for things that he's gonna do for me. In this understand? For me, giving me a chance to stay at his house and actually record and actually trusting me with a sound. You understand? That's something for me. So Amadlozi into every day. You understand? I always feel like Amadlozi one for everything. For getting this interview. You understand? Would have been I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
You understand? I wouldn't have been here.
Straight up.
So in Pilo I wasn't used to the I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
And I said, "Bengi born at TV, bengi zwangayo, bengi
But it wasn't your life.
But it wasn't my life. It was the chance. Sivuka siap. Yeah, namhlanje usipana endaweni so. Master tukuthola imali okhema already khona nendlini. Yeah, understand? Lento le ukuthi siyahamba okay kunomshupelo. Yeah, December siyasojiva December kuphela the whole fucking year.
Very focused.
You understand?
Very
So it's always been the corners. It's always been istrati. Understand?
Take us through the process of, I mean, Kutwa as an artist, you never get a chance to make another first album. You never get a second chance to make your first album. And I'm always like, I love being in the studio. I love to see different creative processes as artists, yabo. So, a process of recording this first album for you, like, where were you most of the time? Who was around you? When were you writing? The ideas that came up for Asiwelele, Adiwelele, or any other song that has been in, especially in your live performance repertoire. Because we don't have the documentary right now. We don't know if you were shooting footage, you know. Yeah. But there's so many things that happen in those processes that other artists and us also we need to hear. So just give us some anecdotes and some stories about Gogo Recorded the album. What's the name of the album?
No Tomato.
Why No Tomato?
Beautiful Beginnings. It's a Xhosa name.
Ishu.
It's a Xhosa name.
I was actually going to ask him as well, but I'm glad you said.
Sukwini, ne?
Sukwini.
Nice one. Babe ngikwazi ukuthutha Sukwini benzokuthutha qha and I'm not well versed ngokunaba ngobo Sukwini. But ke masiye kulando yestory.
Well, I've been locked at Sholozi's house ever since.
Umsholozi ubani?
Kabza.
Ever since. Why do you call him Sholozi?
He's the president.
Continue.
He's the president. Yeah. That's what they told me when I got here. Okay. Sholos. It's
Sure.
always they've been calling him.
Nice.
You understand? So I've been since March, April until today, been living with him. So he's the only person. I was crew. A lot of people been coming in the house. People that we got that we featured on the album. Mm-hmm. So Mina, it was always me and memories. You understand? When Kabza's on the computer doing this, it's me thinking about, Yakumula love in corner. You understand? Kona love in corner. When he plays that, man, I feel like thinking. You understand? Okay, manje, he says I must take it to the club. He always inspires me. He says, teach me. We have conversations before the studio session. Like, boy, thing is why, and I actually channel in that. I'm hearing the same thing. So he gives me lessons like, this and this is going to happen. If you do this, I'm not going to lead you astray. I'm just going to make sure you're protected because I've been here for so long. And so he's been the only person in Nai. Maphorisa been visiting Maphorisa because he's always on the album. He's on the album too. Mm-hmm. So been paying visits too. Everyone getting inspired. He's in Santon. You understand? That's the life.
Sure.
You understand?
Chasing, yeah.
So mo pega pants. It's a lot. So put that in the music too. But using the memories that you had. Istrati and everything, you understand? The pain, the struggle. You understand? Yeah. So I put that too, mix it with what's new. You understand? What everybody wants to hear.
You're good with catchy phrases. Do you write? Do you write on pen paper? Or do you write with a phone, or do you freestyle? Or is it all three?
I do everything actually.
Sure.
I freestyle. The calling of me freestyle on the album.
Which one?
It was the first part of it Kamako.
Okay.
Yeah, and then go to two, where I featured Dali.
Yeah.
Yeah, I freestyled that too, and then the other
dope.
The other one's Palio.
It's beautiful to kind of see how still together you are. And I'm maybe I'm preempting it because maybe because the album only came out like a few months ago, you know. It's still pretty early, but it's also nice because
it is, man.
You can see where you come from and how it's influenced who you are today, because I mean, we've spoken about overnight successes a couple of times on the show. So for you to also come through when you're saying you're 22, you're young, you could be like wilding out and just going crazy because all of a sudden you're this hot guy in South A that everybody wants a piece of. You know what I mean? But you're not running with it and saying, okay, I just want to mess up my life now. You're still bringing yourself back to say, okay, where's the music? Let me do the media thing. Let me be on time. And I emphasize the time thing because people lose that professionalism once they get into the stage of singing superstar. What are you most grateful for this journey? Because obviously, like you mentioned that you come from a specific space and you were down and out, but now you're
You are up.
yourself as most wanted right now. You know what I mean? What does that mean to you?
It means I still have to respect a lot of people. It means that I still gotta be humble. You
Yeah.
understand? Because Connie isn't things I found was found. You understand? So I can get you because hey, the three peg. So I'm still learning still making some mistakes too. Still making some decisions. It's hard. Yeah, what I appreciate too is that I get respect from everyone that I come across. You understand? I've never met someone long as a cold shoulder. It's always been, even the people I look up to, you understand? Like school, you understand? It was poison, you know. He doesn't know me.
Yeah, but he's gonna know
Yeah,
you.
understand.
No, I'll give you a
Shut.
few minutes.
Understand.
I'll be on
My
stage.
Dog, that's exactly what happened.
You understand? So, in things I appreciate is a good stage. In only people.
I literally
there's a lot
followed him after that performance.
Yeah.
My phone was off. I figured in the charger. I followed. I went on his page. I left a young comment like, "Donna, I'm your biggest fan. Follow. What's it going?" I had to, dog.
But
I had to.
the respect will definitely follow, especially if you continue
Forgive
in
it.
this path. Because I mean, you need to kind of keep a little bit of that humility for you to
Yeah.
take it to the next step. Uthi no mama, now that because I mean, you initially started by saying, "Uthi, I lento yakho ayilethi imali, hey, yaspora, hey, it's wasting time." Now it's completely twofold. What's the conversation now at home?
She was in tears.
Sure.
It's beautiful.
She was in tears. I actually left her in tears, yo. She's soft now.
It's such a long road to go, my nigga. You nice.
She's clean.
Yeah.
Nah, she's clean. She's feeling super. She's a superstar mom. You understand?
When you were talking about writing on Pendulanga, do you write with the phone or you write with pen and pad?
I do both.
Okay. Okay. The touring circuit, how has that been? I mean, of course, it's been crazy, you know. Kodwa, it's a different thing recording an album. It's a different thing touring and performing live at places. Ne? How has that been for you?
Yo, the reaction's crazy. I've actually met, people, it gets teary. You understand? Seeing people react like that to your music. You understand? People act crazy. I never thought I'd see that.
It must be one of the most rewarding feelings ever.
It was me watching performances by Okay Malum Kuket, Abo Reese, Yo Rikis. They're on the Golden Circle. To me being on stage and actually carving how people react. Now you see a number of them. It's not only you and the surroundings. So it's great.
It's surreal.
I feel like crying. Most of the time you feel like crying, seriously. Because hey.
But you're here now, and that's what's important, you know, and you're doing it. And of course, and you're mentioning people who you used to look up to, and now you got them on the phone. You can holler at them.
Tough.
It's easy. It's nice. Somebody else who I've kind of recently realized that you've got a good relationship with. You speak about the fact that you like them swenko, but your relationship with Maphorisa clearly is something stronger, or is it that you guys are just working with each other because you've got the same energy?
It's the same energy.
How did you guys meet with each other for you to have his whole, you know, to be dressed by him on your album sleeve?
It's the connect.
And Latu was always open for that
Yeah.
to align himself with people that share the spirit of pioneering as he does, and he's creative, so he can see who's gonna make it. You know, he doesn't just co-work or work with someone who he might have numbers, but if you don't have the je ne sais quoi, if you don't have that thing, so he definitely saw it in you, and that's a testament to what you bring.
So I spoke to Godana. It's Katlego Godana, ne?
Yes.
She's a good stylist.
Yes. Sure.
Really?
Yeah, she was like, "I pause and relax. I'm gonna talk to him." And
Have you met him?
No.
You've never met Latuma?
No.
It's gonna happen soon enough.
Scoopy will make it happen.
Yeah,
Don't worry, we got the connect
We'll
now.
come to a show soon.
Don't worry about it.
We'll come to a show soon. Definitely. The difference of one moment the next moment everybody's shouting your name. Just that transition. When did you feel like it was happening?
I mean, manje February. Canning feeling ngathi because I spend a lot of time in studio.
Yeah.
Then I go out to perform. Yeah, So kind of feeling at manje because I'm getting my international tour too.
Oh,
Where you at? This is the African. Saqala ngapha Africa,
No
so it's
problem.
gonna be
It's still big, my
Namibia,
brother.
it's gonna be Zambia, it's gonna be
Nice.
so manje South Africa it was a locum, then South Africa and then Shwi.
Showcase.
Yabo January UK. Yabo. Kahle nje.
I think Kwabela. I think Kwabela.
I think I'm still staring. That's the problem. I even forgot to press the buttons.
We're kind of like in shock. We don't. It's just so much happening for you so soon, and we can feel it.
Yeah.
We can
Soon,
see it. And also to see it. Ihlala kuwe with ungathi uyiqhelile kudala uyazi ba uzoba lapha. Did you know you were going to blow up, whether it was going to be rap or any other thing, acting or whatever? Did you know?
I knew.
Nice.
Yeah, but I knew because I've always been at Njoba Ngisho from 2014. I never gave up. Always told my parents, "Zophuma your performer," and then Zobuya ngo one. Please don't vulele. You understand?
Please.
Because I need to go perform. Fanele bangaze for Sloras. Fanele bangaze Thembisa.
Sure.
You understand? Got to buya nani. It's fine for now.
So, obviously, the biggest song coming through from your album is Adiwele as a single prior to the album actually dropping. And everybody's speaking about it now. I just wanted to maybe understand where your feelings are kind of sitting. The trend of Uncle Waffles obviously doing her thing. And everybody's loving her, but she's obviously, that's the song that people recognize her with, but it's your tune. Have you reached out to her? Have you guys had a conversation? Are you happy for her, or what are your thoughts?
We're talking.
Yeah.
Waffles is my girl.
Nice.
You understand? We're talking. We actually on a friends level. You understand?
Yeah.
I like push.
Yeah.
Push. If that's how it gotta be, uNkulunkulu kubusise kanjalo, push my sister.
Yeah.
Go get the coins.
Yeah.
Go change your life. You understand? Angeke ngimkwatele.
Yeah.
You understand? Ingoma leni ivulele thina sonke iminyango. Umsholozi uvulele mina, ingoma yavulela abanye iminyango. You understand? So it's actually a blessing from God.
Yes.
You can't deny it. And angeke ukwazi ukujikisa blessing, you understand? So whether they expect me to get angry at her, whether she's gigging a lot, she's earning more, pila. You understand? It's
Nice
work.
one, my dude.
I love that.
You
I
understand?
love that so much because on social media, everyone's kind of creating this conclusion.
Well,
And they're all saying, Waffles, who's youngster, imali, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D. But you're keeping quiet, she's keeping quiet, you guys are just getting your bags.
We earning, you know,
Nice
it's like
one.
comfortable. I'm
Yeah.
comfortable. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Would you I mean, I spoke about Will Smith in the beginning of the show. So he started off as a musician, obviously then dived into acting. Where now would you look to diversify your portfolio and still act, even
Yes.
though you record? And even the opportunity might come even more now.
Uncle Lami, I want to be the villain. La Pago Mavro.
That's all,
2026.
That's all.
I want to be the nigga that kills Spider-Man somewhere.
That's all.
You know,
Yeah.
I wanna be there. I've actually dreamt of working with Marvel. You understand? DC Comics.
Nice.
Like I'm showing you a drawer, so I have something.
Nice, dude.
That's so dope. Whenever people think about acting, they're always thinking about like, okay, how am I going to get on Generations? Because that's like the pinnacle of South African, it's like telenovelas, soapies, something. You're
He's
just
over at
like,
Marvel.
I wanna go to
Spider-Man, where you at?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Kill that nigga.
I dig that so much. But your imagery also kind of speaks a lot to who you are because even again, the album sleeve for me spoke so much because of the colors, even though it had the black background, but like the colors of that you used in the graphics over and above what you were wearing, it speaks a lot about who you are as a person. How important is your image to you? Because yes, you've got the fashion thing going on, but you are very deliberate in what you kind of put together.
He was apologizing now. He said he wasn't dressed enough.
I'm like, hey,
What do you mean?
when I saw Scoop, I was like, hey.
You say this is my stage. You
I didn't mean I was late. I was like,
Yeah.
fast, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, I mean, impahla ngiyazithanda.
Showcase.
As much as I love this music thing, you understand?
Was it at the same time?
At the same time? Because bengihlala nogogo wami, sithungi, you understand? Sicula ingoma ze-gospel, khona lapho, you understand? So it's the music and the art. Like art. Ngithanda art, you understand? I'm in love with art.
What's the label that you and your brethrens are doing?
It was Mighty Clothing, but we changed it into like Outlandish.
Nice. Nice name. And then is Ofika Nini product yenu yayazi?
So Surprise.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We're gonna kind of wait on it, basically. You know, we're gonna.
You need merch, bro. You need merch.
I need it.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously your relationship with Kabza as well as with Pori has kind of gotten you to a point where you are getting like really awesome features for your album, and I'm sure you could actually like snap your fingers and saying Funa Lo on the album. Is there anybody that you think you didn't get on the album that you would have loved to get on, but unfortunately time wasn't available?
Malum.
Yeah, both of them actually.
Who won it?
It was Malooms and Casper. I actually
Sure.
forgot. Yeah, boy, by 3.
No, who won foot?
Cool God, nah.
Kulkati,
There's
Casper,
Ricky.
Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
Those.
And then what happened?
I want to man job man deluxe. They told me about the deluxe. Because because nobody's doing that Amapiano.
Yes.
So they told me, poison, come out the hip hop way too. You understand?
Yeah.
If you have to deluxe them,
Yeah.
deluxe
That's
it.
dope.
You understand? So
That would be
Malooms.
amazing, my dude.
So no manje. Got a
Yeah.
good relationship with Abu Malume.
Yes. Boy 3.
Yeah.
So you have met them or you've spoken to them via?
I've actually met
Nice.
them. So
Nice.
Conversate, lessons, because been my role models ever since.
Yeah.
Dope, my nigga.
Those are the homies I listen to.
I love how your role models are obviously the hip hop guys because you were in the hip hop and obviously kind of created a bit of you and the person that you are. Well, before the piano wave kind of came in. What influence did that have on you as the artist and even your name? Where did you get the name Young Stunna from? Because even the first time I heard it, I was like, is this a new rapper? They're like, no, piano. I said, Le big up is hip hop.
Sure.
Because you can't have a name like that without
I feel
touching.
you.
Aye.
Back in the Amantombazani days. Yeah. Kusheshe. Young Stunna came as a compliment. It was a boy.
You're a young star.
Like you young and stunning. Like how you young and stunning boy. Yeah, it was the days of the dashikis. You
Yes.
understand? So we had Tina, best nama dashikis are unique. So we designed them. Azanga best tengela with disease and everything. So we went to designers and actually threw something. Tashama tashikis and nama hoodie. So we were unique.
Nice.
What is that poison? Begum Sandil. Sandil, I'm a rapper on Sandil. Sharp. Poison, when I get there, it was an old lady. You understand? Poison, young and stunning. Take the name. Young Stunna, you understand? With an ER, but I wasn't impressed with the full name. So I took the ER out and then it was an A.
Dope.
It was a decision, yeah, manje. You understand? Lahlala from the chance. Tomorrow, Young Stunna.
But everybody gets their names like that. It's always like a weird situation
It's
that kind
always a
of comes
weird situation.
together.
Like, yeah, yakungomile, po yakufuna, po yakufuna. Alam mo ka, mdala yakufuna.
So with the deluxe, izophuma nini? I know what time my timeline.
Yeah. The thing is with timelines, you put someone under so much pressure.
In Africa, it's going to be a lot. So if I had a mobile studio, I mean, I would send projects, you understand? It's the only thing
Yeah.
Did you record strictly with Kabza on production? Who else? Did you use anyone else on production?
Went to Pori, Kabza, Pori.
That's it.
Whole album. That's it.
In house.
Yeah. Melon Sleazy pull up. Reason pulled up. Blackie pulled up. Everyone pulling up. When I'm with Pori, Blackie's pulling up. When I'm with Kabza, Veska, and all of them are pulling up. Skuli and Scroof, working with them day by day. And my poisons and my DJs. Veska pulls up. Everybody on the album, they pays a visit.
Nice.
It's a welcome home.
And the thing is, you can hear it.
Nah.
Because the music is just so organic. Like there's all these different features that are on the album. There's all these different people who you didn't think that would necessarily be on. And when you hear it, it's not forced. Because sometimes a feature can just feel like they just sent it to you 2 months ago and then you said, okay, copy, paste, you know? But now you guys were chilling with each other.
Exactly.
You were vibing with each other and the energy, you can hear it in the music and it all comes together. With your creative process in the studio and you writing and you putting the music together, how fast is your work rate? Are you one of those people who needs to go back and re-record a couple of times, or are you just like, okay, one take is it?
No, everything is just one take.
Shoot.
I didn't.
Shoot.
I did.
Bet you 50,000 we get this one on one take.
I didn't go back and re-record anything.
Really?
Yo.
Yeah, for me,
Is your voice that clear?
Yeah, for me, Kamako ngishaye in like an hour.
Whoa, that's gonna help so much. Imagine Lil Wayne when he was being featured. If your turnaround rate is too slow, then you won't be able to churn out the necessary features at the rate that they need you. Yabo. So if you can make songs on one take and you don't take too long to write or record, is going to sebenze quicker on the lay. But that's also like something else. It's very, very, very rare.
So that's what I always ask myself, Guti, Manga Tata 2 days working on actually one song.
Then 2 days for you're writing a drama when? 2 days is a movie.
Yo.
2 days is writing a video.
Yo.
You
Straight
can
up.
see that. You can see that. Would you do a full album of a different genre outside of hip hop and piano?
Yeah, R&B, I can go R&B, I can go soul.
Yeah.
I can,
Give us a vibrato there.
You did.
No. That was a hip hop verse. Mfuna vibrato. Mfuna Island from S1E21. I will say that.
Let's not go there.
Don't give everything away.
It's not.
I want you to give us a gospel album. I get to kule S1E21.
Or not even gospel, just a spiritual, traditional.
Yeah.
My mom's been shouting at me
Something
about
big.
that. She was a writer too.
Wow.
And a vocalist.
So that's where you get it from.
From the Boom Shakas. Yeah, my dad was a rapper too.
That's where you get it from.
Joburg.
It's some nombe any land.
Kwaito. Back in the Kwaito days, I have the pictures actually with a lot of celebrities.
Really?
Yeah.
Dog, you
But
got
like
a
they were
little.
dancing.
You're a little bit of an anointed one here, ne?
Yeah.
A little bit of an anointed one.
Yeah.
Nice one,
Especially
dude.
came from dad and moms. And from Makoko. Yeah, tough.
Are there any visuals? I haven't seen a lot of visuals from you.
Yeah, no visuals yet. Kuzopuma ibopa.
So you've done all this work, you've got all this notoriety, and you haven't even got a video out yet. Fuck!
Ulindeni?
Well, there's ibopa yapum.
Yeah.
Adiwelezo puma na.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All that work with no video.
Yes.
But obviously piano actually as a genre doesn't really need a video. You know what I mean? But you are such an aesthetically like in tuned guy that I know une visuals ofuna usibonisa zona.
Yes.
Unempahla nendlela ofuna udibanisa lo mpahla ofuna usibonisa yona. Who do you work with? Who have you worked with visually? Who's your visual team?
I work with Nigel Verges.
Oh, Nigel Veggies. Yeah. He does a lot of Pori's videos. He's
We actually learn the new visual way on this Amapiano wave.
Yeah.
Because they bring in the hip-hop
Yes,
styling
they are.
too, you understand?
They are.
On the Izolo music video.
That
That's,
video is clean.
hip-hop brews, you understand? Pulling them together, you understand? Because wonke umuntu bheka lapha bekasha hip-hop.
Yes.
You understand? Mawusathi ukubheka. So sifunda ukuthatha naleyo image ukufaka kuma-visual suits. So I'm working with Nigel. He shot the Bopa video with me in Madumane. Very sleazy.
Can we ask when that one's coming out? Eish. Okay.
Ulindile naye. Maybe he's just waiting. He's waiting for the SMS. Akazi naye bazomtshela ngesikhathi. Okay, I can see that you're also I keep mentioning how you're so humble, you keep yourself together, you're respectful, the way that you speak. And it doesn't necessarily seem like you've got that whole on the weekend, so bonabo baby, 1, 2, 3, that type of vibe. Or maybe you're cleaning yourself up for this interview. I don't know. But is there a special lady in your life that's also kind of keeping you
We've
together?
never asked this question before.
And I'm asking this because he seems very like,
Together.
all I think about is work and my family. You know what I mean? But sometimes there's also a female that kind of adds to that let's keep it together aspect.
No.
Awugaze?
We broke up.
Damn, girl, you fucked up.
Umenze
Don't leave
yini?
while you hot. That's why May screwed up.
My question is umenzeni? Because you must never trust in daughter. I'm joking.
It's
Okay,
not
but
that way.
I'm kidding, yeah?
There's no one.
But you're still young. I
Yeah.
mean, there's still time.
Donna, enjoy.
Still giving myself time
Any moment you
to
get,
actually feel again.
Okay.
you must enjoy.
But you're not heartbroken. Right.
It was.
You were.
Yeah.
And you're going to put that into your R&B album, ne?
on Amapiano.
The dreams that you have, it seems like I see you owning your own label. Maybe it might be a subsidiary of where you're at right now.
Fashion
you know,
company.
I see you doing a lot of stuff. You know, are you thinking there already?
I am. Like a lot of things, Malums. Like a lot of things. Collaboration.
Sure.
On my mind. Like I wanna do a lot of things. That's why I wanna make time for it. So I wanna focus on the music for now. Because you know, and then connect with everyone that can make it possible for me to have that. And then that and register that and actually meet other people that are gonna put me inside the way I wanna be.
Nice.
Are you working with any of your old friends that you were with in Davidson? Because obviously now, I mean, you in Piano Hub, you're working with those types of artists, but like your boys from the hood, who are you also still trying to kind of give a lend a hand to then bring them into what you're doing so you can also build them as an artist?
Yes, I'm still working with Don Pollax. He's still doing posters for me. Whenever I get to like 100K views and all sorts of things like that, artworks. He's my brother, so he's a graphic designer. So everything that has to do with art, get him there. Don't, I need a poster for that and that and that and that. Pose in, please. You understand? Put him on. He actually worked with OK Manum Cool Cat for Sugaleti. So it was that competition. So I actually got him
through.
Nice.
Boys in Lamil Peselento Malums, come on, ish, you understand?
It's about who you know.
You're already linking up.
I recorded with Scooby a lot. He's doing Amapiano too. Scooby's tease is coming up. It's hot. My bro too. I recorded a lot of songs with him before. And I said he's gonna release that. So all the processes.
No doubt. I think we've asked enough for people to really get a full rounded vision of ngubani ngaphakathi nangaphandle and where you're going through to the future. He did say he's got a dentist appointment and he's got to go to Bloemfontein namhlanje.
Lizinyo lakhe lemphethe. Ulenzeni izinyo lakho?
Hey yo.
What's going on?
Sugar no tea, boy.
Sugar.
So let's make you get to your dentist in time. Let's who is in Roodepoort? This is a Rosebank tina. So unendlela.
Yeah, but let's get into our game quickly.
Yeah.
We've still got time for that. We've got a couple of seconds. Yes,
Yeah,
don't worry.
Okay.
Just to check what's happening upstairs. You can't just be singing the whole time. Are you know? 1, 2, 3. So I've got a couple of names here. And I'm going to give you the ID names.
Yo.
And I need you to tell me who the artist is.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people. Hey,
Scoop will help you because he also doesn't have what's happening on my phone here. Okay.
I don't have them for real
Don't
though.
worry, but you must try. Just give it a. I'll give you a clue.
Yeah, we'll get clues.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. The first person. Okay, Scoop, you can't answer this one. Smiso Brian Mkasibe.
Smiso. Isn't that okay, man? Cool Cat?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's Smiso Zwane? But maybe he changed his name. I don't know.
Yes, I also know it as Zwane actually.
But maybe he changed it, you know?
Things happen.
He actually said it in the songs. That's how I know. Yeah, I'm
All right. Kabelo Mota Mahlangu.
We know that one. We know that one.
Hey, okay. Tulufelo Mukine.
Tulufelo Mukine. Casper?
No.
Tsecho.
No. So, Tulufelo.
Clue?
Casper is a...
Clue, he's a piano producer.
Tulufelo is a fellow.
Yes.
Nice.
Fellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
He was smart about it. Other people just get stuck like, konje. That was a nice one. All right. Siyabonga Nene.
Siyabonga Nene.
Ogama.
Clue?
Oof. A clue. He's a Zulu rapper.
Big Zulu?
I didn't want to say Zulu, but we're here now. Yeah.
He's a Zulu.
Yeah. Nice one.
Should have just said rapper, but you know, that was the clue, that was the giveaway. All right, you're not done. You've also got something you need to ask us. So we're going to get the phone on the side there, where you need to explain to us what's on there. You've got 30 seconds to run it back.
So sneaky clue. Okay. Whatever word is there, you give us a clue and then we must guess it. And
okay.
Okay.
Lebo Maphorisa is originally from there.
Shit.
Whoa.
Nigga, you know that?
How are we supposed to know?
Joburg?
Lira is originally from there.
Whoa.
Pretoria?
No. Garankuwa.
By Leba actually Izo.
Oh, Yeovil. No, Hillbro.
No. Lapha ezinkukhwini. Kikili
Oh
kiki.
my God.
Okay, let's go to another
I'm
one.
suffering.
I said
What is it? Give us the answer.
Davidson.
Okay. Oh, you. Also you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Next.
And then I forgot me. I said ngibona amapiliti.
Okay, but give it to us anyway.
No, just give us
to
the
brush
other
up
three,
our
yeah.
general knowledge.
Okay, the first answers was Davidson.
Yeah.
The second one.
You my second one, just give us the clue.
Okay, I sang ngibona amapiliti hleli namayaka.
Maphorisa.
Matumane.
Sorry.
Where I perform,
Whoa.
Where you
I
perform.
hop on it.
On a stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Ricky is the main Ricky's event.
Cotton Fest. Okay, sharp. 70
Thank you so much for your time, young
It feels
Stunna.
good to be here. Yeah?
It's good to speak to you. It's good to have this conversation. It's also good to feel your energy because your energy transcends a lot in the album, but it's good to actually feel it and speak to you in person
And
as
it's
well.
genuine.
It's very genuine. I think that's the one thing I'm taking away from this interview is how much you've just got this aura that's just glowing around you. And I love it for you. Because I can see that you're going to take it to the next level with this one. So thank you for your energy. Thank you for your time. Yeah, man, keep on pushing. We just want to see more.
There's more on the way.
Tamako.
Come on. Yeah.